Get ready for the action because Charles Leclerc is carrying the hopes of Scuderia Ferrari as the SF26 limitations continue to block title ambitions. Following a tough race weekend in Miami, the pressure on the Ferrari project has exploded, and we dive into exactly what is holding them back. We break down how Charles Leclerc is pushing the limits of the car and what the real challenge is for the team right now.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the incredible preparation secrets of Charles Leclerc. He just revealed that he has analyzed everything Lewis Hamilton does in his preparation, revealing a deep insight into the mental approach and physical routine that has fueled Hamilton's success. Find out how this learning process is shaping Leclerc's game and what it means for his rivalry with his teammate. Now, let's look at the statistics that are telling a huge story in the 2026 season. Charles Leclerc is leading the field for positions gained on lap 1 across the first 4 Grands Prix, showing incredible aggression right from the start. We compare his performance against Carlos Sainz and Alexander Albon and explore why those opening laps are becoming the most critical moments in Formula One. And finally, we get a glimpse into the personal side of the star. Charles Leclerc dropped a surprising piece of nostalgia, revealing his favorite childhood video game was Guitar Hero. This story is hitting social media hard, and we discuss how this moment is connecting fans to the authentic personality behind the Formula One intensity. Don't miss the rest of the show. Charles Leclerc remains the focal point for Scuderia Ferrari's 2026 Formula One ambitions, but mounting concerns suggest the team is struggling to provide him with a car capable of consistently challenging for wins and world championships. Following a challenging race weekend in Miami, the pressure on the SF26 project has escalated. Despite flashes of promise, Ferrari continues to lag behind rivals McLaren and Mercedes, forcing Leclerc to consistently push the car beyond its natural limits to maintain competitiveness. The Miami Grand Prix served as a clear illustration of this dynamic. Leclerc pushed the SF26 to its absolute limit to stay in contention, but a tactical error during the closing stages proved costly. Observers noted that this incident highlighted not a deficit in Leclerc's talent, but the reality that he is often compelled to extract more performance from the Ferrari package than the car inherently allows. Internally, Leclerc maintains his dedication, setting standards through rigorous work ethic, technical feedback, and relentless commitment to development. He immediately returned to simulator work after the disappointment of Miami, focusing on analysis and engineering collaboration rather than public criticism. While Leclerc's commitment solidifies his status as one of F1's most complete drivers, questions persist about Ferrari's ability to match this dedication with a genuinely championship-caliber machine. Leclerc is currently seen as the benchmark for extracting pace from the SF26 across various track conditions. Technically, the SF26 shows strengths in slower corners and traction-heavy sections where aggressive driving is effective. However, a critical weakness remains: insufficient top speed and overall aerodynamic efficiency when compared to McLaren and Mercedes. This deficiency becomes particularly detrimental on long straights and high-speed sectors where energy management is crucial. Paddock speculation indicates Ferrari is actively addressing this, with reports suggesting an updated power unit and energy deployment package is in development. There is growing anticipation that a significant evolutionary upgrade package could be introduced around the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps, an ideal venue to test improvements on long straights and high-speed demands. Ferrari's objective appears to be a refined evolution of the SF26 concept to close the performance gap in high-speed areas, aiming to allow both Hamilton and Leclerc to compete consistently in the latter half of the season. However, the team recognizes the risk that incremental changes may be insufficient against rapidly progressing rivals. The ultimate challenge for Ferrari is shifting from a purely technical hurdle to a psychological and strategic one. Despite Leclerc's loyalty, the team must deliver a car that transforms his elite talent into sustained championship success, rather than allowing another season of unrealized potential to pass. Charles Leclerc has revealed that he is adopting aspects of Lewis Hamilton's preparation methods, citing a mutual respect within the Ferrari team as the catalyst for this learning. Speaking to Sky Sports after the Miami Grand Prix, Leclerc stated, "From the day Lewis joined the team, it was an enormous opportunity for me to learn from him. I have analyzed everything he does in his preparation in detail, right up to the moment he gets in the car." Leclerc drew a clear line between the technical process he has absorbed and his personal driving style. He emphasized that while the driving itself remains individual, shaped by the circuit and his instincts, what he has taken from Hamilton is the overall process, the mental approach, and the physical routine used to achieve peak performance. Leclerc suggested that this approach is what has driven Hamilton's past successes. As Leclerc leads Lewis Hamilton inside the Ferrari garage and sits third in the championship standings, the gap to the leader, Antonelli, stands at 41 points after 4 races. Despite this deficit, Leclerc remains focused on his ambitions, expressing a desire to win a world championship with Ferrari, a goal he has pursued since joining the team. This dynamic of learning from a teammate and direct competitor is seen as an unusual situation, with Leclerc appearing to leverage this interaction to enhance his performance. The focus now shifts to whether this strategy is sufficient to close the gap on his rivals in the remaining races. Charles Leclerc has established himself as the most effective starter of the 2026 Formula One season thus far, leading the field in positions gained on lap 1 across the first 4 Grands Prix. Following races in Australia, China, Japan, and Miami, Leclerc sits at the top of this specific ranking with 12 positions gained on the opening lap, highlighting his sharp and aggressive approach in the early stages of the season. This statistic underscores the critical importance of race starts in Formula One, where track position remains highly valuable. Gaining places immediately after lights out can fundamentally alter a driver's race trajectory, and for Ferrari, this has become a significant asset for Charles Leclerc in the early championship phase. In the current ranking, Leclerc leads with 12 positions gained on lap 1, narrowly ahead of former teammate Carlos Sainz and Alexander Albon, who have both secured 11 positions. Esteban Ocon follows in third place with 10 positions gained, while Lewis Hamilton finishes in the top 5 with 9 positions gained on lap 1. The data reveals how crucial race starts and early lap awareness have been in the initial phase of the 2026 Formula One campaign. Drivers who can rapidly react to conditions, interpret the chaos, and select the optimal line through the initial corners often find themselves in a much stronger strategic position, even after challenging qualifying sessions. For Ferrari, this metric is particularly telling. Despite overall performance challenges, both Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton have demonstrated an ability to make headway when races commence. Leclerc's top position confirms his capacity to attack effectively without losing control during high-risk opening moments, where factors like cold tires and close racing are paramount. Furthermore, the strong showing from the Williams team, with both Carlos Sainz and Alexander Albon tied on 11 positions gained, suggests the Grove-based team has excelled in race starts and opening lap scenarios. This points to improved race execution and the ability of both drivers to capitalize on compressed fields, reinforcing Sainz's experience and Albon's reputation as an opportunistic racer. While gaining positions on lap 1 does not guarantee a strong final standing, it significantly influences race strategy by allowing drivers to better manage tires, avoid traffic, and mitigate the risk of being stuck behind slower cars. In the modern era of Formula One, the first lap remains one of the most potent opportunities for immediate progress. Charles Leclerc's lead in this ranking is therefore highly significant, demonstrating that even when Ferrari struggles with overall consistency, the Monegasque driver has successfully created opportunities at the start of races. After 4 rounds, Leclerc is proving to be the most effective driver on the grid, specifically in terms of gaining positions on lap 1. Formula One driver Charles Leclerc has shared a surprising glimpse into his personal life by revealing his childhood obsession with video games. During a recent interview, when asked about his favorite video game, Leclerc opted for a nostalgic answer rather than naming a modern racing simulator. He admitted that the game that held a special place for him for many years was Guitar Hero, a title played on the Wii with his brothers. This revelation immediately sparked significant reactions across social media, particularly among fans who grew up during the peak popularity of the Wii and Guitar Hero era. The response resonated deeply with Formula One supporters, making the driver appear more relatable beyond the high-tech world of racing. Leclerc's story highlighted the importance of family memories in his upbringing, echoing his frequent comments about his close relationship with his brothers. Guitar Hero itself was a defining video game franchise of the 2000s, known for blending music and rhythm gaming into a global phenomenon through its use of plastic instruments and competitive multiplayer. Online commentary was lively, with fans joking that his hand coordination skills developed from the game might have secretly aided him behind the wheel of a Formula One car, while others praised his honest and spontaneous personality. These personal moments continue to be crucial in connecting fans with Formula One stars beyond their on-track performances. As Charles Leclerc faces the intense pressure of the 2026 season against rivals like Mercedes, McLaren, and Red Bull, these lighter interviews provide fans with a more authentic view of the drivers they support. Leclerc's Guitar Hero confession has reportedly generated a significant wave of nostalgia for Formula One enthusiasts worldwide.